Hi, I'm Rachel from 7 and All, and today I'm going to share with you some of my best budget tips for homeschoolers. I'm actually thinking of doing a series related to homeschooling and money and financial issues, so if you'd be interested in that, definitely comment and let me know if this is a good idea. But today I'm going to bring to you my best budget tips on how to make your homeschool a little bit more affordable. Now, I don't think that homeschool should be free. I think that we should invest in our children's education. There's an economic principle about how things that are free are not perceived as valuable as things that cost us money. And our children's education is extremely valuable. And I think both for their own perception and for our perception, it's a good thing that educating our kids does require investment. But every family, has times when they're really trying to make the budget work, trying to get by, and I think there's some good strategies that we use that could maybe help you in your homeschool to stay within your budget. Now, my first big piece of advice is to have your kids write in writing notebooks rather than in the expensive textbooks that you buy. We use little notebooks like this that cost about maybe 30 cents each. And we do go through a lot of them through the course of a school year. But instead of writing in the various science workbooks, history workbooks, and different kind of workbooks where they might just have a comprehension check where you have to write short answers or certain things like that, we won't have them write in the actual textbook that maybe costs $20 or $30. Instead, we will just have them write answers in these inexpensive notebooks that we can fill out and just throw away when we're done with them throughout the year. So then we can end up reusing that textbook with another child later down the road. Now, we don't do this for every single subject. For some subjects, like perhaps math, it might end up being worthwhile because there's so much writing. It might end up being worthwhile to simply write in the book. You kind of have to make the decision book by book, but notebooks have definitely saved our homeschool a lot of money. My second big piece of advice is to choose a curriculum that's either designed to be reused or designed to be used with multiple children at one time. Particularly if you have a large family that you're homeschooling, this can really help save you a lot of money. Workbooks that are only designed to be used one time, well, they work good for that one kid, but now you have 6 more kids coming down the line and you have to buy them 6 more times. If you can kind of angle your curriculum choices towards one that's particularly designed for homeschool, designed for big families, designed that you can use by one history program through the year and use it with your whole family, that can really help the budget. Our family has primarily used Sunlight cores, which are awesome because you can do history, Bible, and literature with maybe 3 or 4 children that are fairly close in age. And you don't end up buying a separate program for each one of those children for those subjects. So Sunlight can be a good option for big families that if you want to buy one program that you can use with many, that can be an option. There's other options out there. Just find the one that works for your family that is designed to be reused or used with many at a time. My third tip is to be organized. Now, this is a tip that will come easier for some families than for others. Some people are just more naturally organized. But this is my grand budgetary secret reason for staying organized. If you don't lose things, then you don't have to buy them twice. This can definitely be a problem when you know you bought those flashcards or those manipulatives or something a few years ago and now you have another kid who needs them now, but you have no idea where they are, or you've lost the pieces, or they were left behind in some other house somewhere. If you stay organized, if you know, if you keep everything together with all of its pieces, if you keep good files, if you keep a box for everything, a place for everything, and everything in its place, you won't have to end up buying as much to begin with, and that can help save your budget. My fourth tip is to teach your kids to value their books, to value their school supplies. This is a kind of a more of a sharing value within the family because accidents happen and it's school life. Books are going to get ripped or scribbled on, or something's going to happen, or you're going to lose a piece that belonged to some cool educational resource. But in general, if we can teach our kids, hey, this is your school stuff, this is important, and you can teach them to value it and to take good care of it, it's going to end up lasting a lot longer, so you don't have to buy replacements. I have these books, which are some of my mom's favorites from a long time ago, and these copies are about 20 years old, because these are the original copies that she had from when I was very, very young. And in our family, taking good care of books is a value. Now, we have had the occasional page scribbled on, and our family tradition is that Mom will write the date and write the name of the child who scribbled on a page or tore a page, and that becomes a family memory of sorts. But in general, teaching your kids to take good care of their school supplies can really help save the budget. And my last tip, for if you're really just looking for a way to save money, to make it more affordable so that homeschool can work for your family, is to say no to extra activities. Now, it can be really fun to be a part of co-ops, field trips, different things like drama and sports, after school activities, but parents know they are very expensive. For our family, for the vast majority of our family's 25 years in homeschooling, we have not been a part of any extra activities. We have had occasional seasons where we are. I did theater club when I was in high school. My brother was part of Boy Scouts for several years and made it very far in that program. But for the most part, we haven't done that. Now, you can also not necessarily do no activities, but you could do more thoughtful activities, not just activities for activity's sake or socialization's sake, but when you notice a child has a very particular gifting and passion, then choosing, okay, we'll do this activity, but we're not just going to pay for and do every activity that's out there, because those are what will really eat up your budget quickly, especially when you have many children in your homeschool. So those are my top 5 tips for keeping your homeschool within the budget that you've set and being able to enjoy this homeschool lifestyle without straining the family finances too much. I would love to hear what your best strategies for saving money in your homeschool are. I'm sure I could definitely learn a few things, and I'm very happy to. So leave those in the comments below. And if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And you can subscribe to 7 in All channel for more of our adventurous and creative homeschooling family. Thank you for following our journey and for watching. See you!